That sounds good at least. Right, I need to, because that's all a bit watery now. Let's get some of this. What?
Did that noise come through?
Yeah, what was it?
It's you going live, is what that was on my phone.
Oh, was it? Okay. So what the fuck is this?
Wow, what's your language, Dom?
We can swear, just don't say anything like overly offensive.
Oh. So the FIA, who run motorsports in Europe and like many other places in the world,
Uh-huh.
the guy in charge has started cracking down on drivers swearing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's not gone very popularly.
Why do they
because
care?
he's a power tripping nut job.
Fair enough.
But this week he's probably made quite a bad mistake. This week the Aussie supercars, which are their version of touring cars, but crazy. The Australian supercars start. I'm sure we're all aware of how Australians speak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the FIA have warned them to be polite, which does seem very pointless.
It's quite funny. If anyone's gonna just be like, nah, fuck off, it's definitely gonna be them.
Well, they had a stream showing off all the liveries for the F1 cars this week, and Gordon Ramsay was in the audience.
Was he?
If it's Gordon Ramsay, yeah, Gordon Ramsay loves F1.
Okay.
And the host was like, "What's your opinion on this swearing ban?" And Gordon Ramsay went, "It's fucking stupid."
You gotta love Gordon. Keeps it real, doesn't he?
You had like the
Hey,
presenter
Adam,
had to
how
know
are we
that was
doing?
coming. There was no way.
How are we doing?
You can't say something to him and not expect that, really, can you?
Yeah,
So,
100%. I feel like they knew exactly what the reaction was going to be, and that's probably why they asked.
yeah.
Surely. Is that gonna? Oh yeah,
It doesn't stick.
No, doesn't it?
I need to invest some money into my tools, not just paints.
Into what? Sorry.
I said I need to invest more money into tools for hobby, not just paints and
Oh,
miniatures, because I'm lucky.
See, I
think-
completely misheard you, and I thought you said I need to invest more money into my toes. I was like, hang on a second.
Wait, no. Wait. Not like that.
Hey,
Because
if
I have
it
one.
generates money, ain't no one questioning it.
No, it
Start an only feet, you'd be fine.
Only feet.
Oh,
Oh, you pay
People-
for the hobby how you can, bro. No one judging.
It's true.
people would pay me just to don't post on OnlyFans. So, maybe there is something to it.
Yeah, man. People always make feet jokes, and I'm like, if you'd seen my feet, you would not consider making this joke. Ain't no one looking at my feet and thinking,
I don't know. There's some degenerates out there.
Yeah.
Saying that from experience.
I had experience with someone like that just a week
Oh
before.
no.
Yeah. It was on Discord actually. I was on.
of course it was.
I was on
Where else?
looking on Discord for some servers to just join in and look for some memes to stall
Uh-huh.
and things like that. And it was my language native server. It was called. I give you now the
Hobbit
original
feet.
name.
Yes.
Suchilog.
Very much Hobbit
In
feet, Adam.
English, you would translate it to as
Hang on.
horse cape. Something like that. And
yeah, Adam, I'm I go
It's
running,
gonna be
I go
fine.
climbing, and I
was
go
thinking
hiking,
first,
and
no,
all of
it
those
needs
things
to be a
require me to put
joke.
a lot of stress on my
Some
feet
kind of
whilst I'm wearing very
horribly
specific
gone wrong joke,
shoes.
and I'm looking at the server and the stuff people post, and then with every second I felt like this is not a joke. This is something horribly wrong with these people.
Lots of regret.
Lots of it. I
Regret.
felt I felt like Emperor when he sees Horus fall, and I was like, fuck, I should do better.
We all have to learn sometime. Discord is a
Yeah,
scary place, man.
yeah,
Have
I
you seen that
know.
Dom's Discord? Ooh.
I know.
Whoa,
I've never joined a
scary
like
place.
a random Discord. I know that it's a
I
thing that some
like
people
this.
do, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. I like to do it because sometimes you get situations like that, and it's kind of funny story. But at the moment when you're looking at this, it's not funny at all. It's funny over the time.
It's funny retrospectively.
Like, yeah,
Not one to tell the grandkids though, probably.
of course not. Oh, maybe. Who knows?
When they're old enough one day.
It's like
I remember
kids, you
kids this
don't,
one time.
you don't. Yeah, there was a one time when your
You used to have this
grandpa
app
had
called Discord.
there was
Let
this
me
app
tell
called
you.
Discord, a very scary place.
Shut up and sit down, kids. Grandma's about to tell you a terrifying tale.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Think if How I Met Your Mother was made now, it would be a much more boring story.
Oh my god.
I slid into
Funny
her
thing,
DMs.
funny thing, I met my love of my life on Discord, so it was kind of funny.
Hey, it works for some people, and that's absolutely great.
Yeah, but this story is like I'm looking for perspective right now, and it's so fucked up because I am complete idiot, and I can't tell when someone likes me or something like that. And she was
That's just
for a
being a
year,
man.
yeah, and she for a year was trying to give me signals that she likes me, and I wasn't reading the shit out. And some night I was scrolling on Discord, and then I get DM from her, and she was like, I like you. Can we be together? And I was like, yeah, fine. And 5 years later, we are still together.
That's
So
wholesome.
yeah,
That's nice.
that's nice. But when I but when I'm start yapping about Warhammer, that's not nice for her. Oh, don't talk to me about plastic bullshit. And I was like, you're talking to me about Harry Potter. Let me be a nerd for some time.
Most millennial conversation that could have happened. How dare you talk to me about Warhammer while I'm talking to you about Harry Potter?
You
Yeah,
fucking tell her. You
something
tell
like
her.
that. But 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 I showed her every faction, everything I could, and she liked one thing in Warhammer, and Harley Quinns. She loved them.
Oh,
The my
really?
Yeah,
That's not one you
and
hear
when I
often.
told and when I told her the lore, she was like, "Yeah, that's funny. I like them even more." And I was like, "Jesus fucking Christ!"
Time to get her an army.
Every faction she could, Harley Quinns. I need to open my window. You know, living here is hard because I lost word in English. I don't know word in
That's
English. How could I describe the place I live in? My cave is like really hot in here. Especially I have a turtle and I need to keep him warm. So and
Humid.
my room is really small and it's really warm in here. And I open my window. You need to know the weather in my place. It's really fucking cold. So when I open my window, I feel like no, Fenris, just come into my room right now. And it's like, it's super warm or super cold and it's nothing in between.
Yeah, yeah.
Try to live in something like this.
It's exactly the same in the UK because all the houses are built like shit. It's
Oh,
nothing to do with the
Spaniel.
weather. It's just like no one can build anything properly here.
Oh, don't even start on building in my region.
Whereabouts are you?
Uh, can you repeat this?
Whereabouts are you? Where are you from?
I am from Poland, so
Ah.
you know. Yeah, and I on the region that was after the World War II, it was given to Poland for some reason, and it was built by the Soviets. And let me tell you, the Soviets, maybe they know how to build much, but they don't know how to build well. So you know. But yeah.
Sorry, the focus is real. These edges are fucking tiny.
I'm trying to re-dry brush my building. I don't think I quite got it enough, so covering up some of the bits that I am happy with, so I don't wreck them.
You know, with kill team maps and stuff.
Yeah.
So like take Volcus for example. What is when you say, "Oh, we're playing Volcus," is that the actual terrain setup specifically, or is it like mission rules or what?
So Volcus is a box set of terrain.
Yeah.
That's what. So it's like when I say Volcus, it's like that, using that box of terrain.
But are there different are there different like terrain setups that you'll play with Volcus, or is it always the same?
Oh yeah, there's like
Like
loads of
terrain
different
setup.
layouts where you put your buildings and that, or you could just throw them down wherever you like, really.
Okay.
Like competitively speaking, there's like 6 different layouts for it, but you know, if you don't really care about that, you just throw buildings and bits wherever you want. It's just you kind of
Okay, cool.
stick to just that terrain set when you're doing it, because there's a lot of terrain in it. Like it's a full board worth of terrain with enough space left on the table to move around, but not too much.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good to know.
I mean, you can mix and match any terrain, really.
Yeah, but
No, can't do that. GW, please come after you.
I can't help but get at least a little bit into the competitive side of most games that I play, if there is one.
I prefer to use the competitive maps, to be honest, just because they are generally more balanced.
Yeah.
You know, when you kind of start throwing stuff down yourself, it's kind of hard to keep that balance and not just like have it massively in one person's favor.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
you're probably not doing it intentionally, but it's like when you're putting the big building with the sniper tower on one side and then the other team doesn't have any good vantage that's protected on their side, it's like that's very unbalanced at that point.
Yeah, it's that annoying thing of I consume content mostly when I'm doing chores.
Yeah.
So it's like watching Mountainside Tabletop, for example, really great background noise, starting to get a bit of an understanding of Kill Team as a game. But
Yeah.
because of the fact that I'm not actively watching it and I'm mostly just listening to them chat and then glancing over every now and again, there's definitely plenty of information like that that I end up missing out on entirely.
It's like terrain in Kill Team is considerably more important than like 40k, where it's kind of just
Mm.
like an extra thing on the table. There's obviously use to terrain in 40k, but it's very important in Kill Team.
Done properly, it's very important in 40k as well. The usual
Yeah.
complaint you see is people like, I got wiped off the board in 2 turns. How much terrain was on the table? I had a building. I see your problem.
My first game of Warhammer, we used books as terrain, so yeah, I get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you see cereal boxes
classic.
and all sorts. Do never feel bad about it. Everyone starts that way. Literally everyone.
It's the main reason I like
I
playing at hobby stores, just because they have. I like to build and I like to paint terrain, but I'm so focused on army painting that I'm not actually gonna have a big collection of my own terrain at home.
I have too much terrain. I have a lot.
Yeah, but if you're a kill team player, you end up getting a lot just through the way they sell
Yeah,
the
just buying the
boxes.
boxes. So like the Into the Dark stuff, I've got 2 sets of that just from buying those 2 for buying 2 of those box sets, which is a bit annoying, but it's not the worst. They stopped doing that now though, because they're only doing the main set
Yeah,
gives you the
they've
big
split them
terrain,
now,
and then
haven't
it's
they? Thankfully.
Mm.
upgrade boxes in the little ones now, which is a lot better. Because I don't think I'd want to end up with 4 sets of Volkers by the end of the season. Don't know what I'd do with that. Definitely never get around to painting it all.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be a nightmare.
And then the storage space for it. That's one of the problems I had with the Volker stuff is it's all so big. Some of the buildings are really tall, so I've had to like. Normally, I'd just kind of stick it all together as you do,
Yeah.
but with how big it is, there was no way I could actually store it and have it fully built. So I've like magnetized loads of it, so I can now get it all into one box, nice and neat. But
Magnetized terrain is one I don't think I've heard of before. That's crazy.
yeah, it works surprisingly well. Goes together. I had to put a lot of magnet things, obviously everything's got to be held together well enough when you're sticking everybody's models standing on the top of buildings. It can't be
Yeah.
falling apart.
Yeah, true.
Well, they can, if
I mean,
you're
they
in for a
can.
good time.
The building collapses and your guys die.
Hey, Toby, how you doing?
Hope you roll well on your saves.
Thank you for popping
It's a
in.
real shame. Hate to see it. Dangerous terrain. Off you roll.
I'll be back.
All right. So I'm very, very slowly moving away from Citadel. When I run out of a paint that I've used a lot of, like find an equivalent one from a different brand to try out. And Cabalite Green have an equivalent by Two Thin Coats called Jade Green, and the color is so nice, but no matter how much I shake it, it's just like crazy thin. It makes it a bit of a nightmare to actually paint on if you want it to be vibrant at all. Because the texture, like it just I don't know. It's good because you don't have to thin it, but like it's hard to just slap the color on without having to do multiple layers.
Yeah, I got it. I only painted with Citadel at the moment. I have one paint for Army Painter. It's
Mm.
Diviner Light. I bought it on one fantasy festival that is in Poland. It's called Perkon. Maybe you heard of it.
I don't think I have, but I've not really looked into many conventions really, even in the UK.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one in Reading.
What did you say,
I
Banky?
bought it there.
I'd let Angry finish and then.
Pomelo. Pomelo. What were you saying?
We have a games convention in Reading every year.
Oh, nice.
Predominantly, it's the like Napoleonic era kind of thing, but they do also.
Oh my god.
What?
Dom Minis have gone live. Wow.
Crazy times we live in.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once.
No, stop it. I've got a friend who literally, if he hears any, like, it could be a complete stranger, if they say the word crazy, he will just start. It drives me mad.
Well, in my friend group, I am that friend, so
Yeah.
I fully understand him.
Hey, Redrix, how are we, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you.
I also understand the people that sometimes just shout random bullshit because I am one of that. We were just sitting with friends, watching Arcane, painting miniatures, and at some moment I just stand up from the table and scream, "Ikit Kla,
Have whiskey in a spray
engineer!"
bottle. Are you for real?
The confusion on my friends' faces were the most valuable thing I ever seen in my life.
I bet. I would have had no idea what the hell was going on. Although I never really do, to be fair. Why do you have whiskey in a spray bottle, Redrix? What possible reason could you have for spraying whiskey out of a spray bottle? Spraying it at the back of my throat soothes the hurt by making it hurt. Redrix, what kind of sadistic, crazy shit are you talking about? Why does my stream look so garbage? Is it just... It's just because the background's too dark, isn't it? It would probably help to have a paler background for this. Oh, and I guess I'm also casting shadow onto the back whenever I... Yep, that makes sense. Something to work on for next time. Bunky, are you painting or are you playing Space Marine?
I've just posted a ton of pictures on thingy, but I will be painting in a second.
Nice. Sorry, I just don't have Discord open. Missed them. How many armies do I have?
Jesus Christ. My old Stormcasts.
Too many, dude. I got
How ugly you
Dark
are.
Angels, Drakari, Black
My
Templars,
God.
Death Guard, Necrons, Night Lords.
I almost feel sorry for them.
I've officially got 6, but I also have some World Eaters and some Custodies that aren't like I don't have enough to have like full armies, but I have some. Yeah, too many, and none of them are finished. Classic. You know, the serotonin brain wants what the serotonin brain wants. You know, sometimes you just have to buy stuff and not do anything with it for a
I'm
very
probably
long
playing Space
time.
Marine later, Dom, if you want. That's what that was for.
What, like this evening?
Yeah, I've crack on and do the thingy while I can.
I'll have to see because Friday night is normally me and Erin just having a nice night in or going out somewhere. So if she wants to stay in and play games, then I should be free.
Fair enough.
But if she wants to do anything else, then no. Appreciate it though, thanks. I do want to get that helmet. We don't have a huge amount of time to get it, do we?
This weekend, basically. I think it's this weekend and it's a week.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm
till the
glad.
3rd.
Okay, we got a bit of time. Still, it's not a lot. Yeah, Dark Angels were my first army.
First thing.
Drakari
I
were my
made the mistake
second.
of remembering that it's on that terrible, terrible website they use.
Drakari were my second army. I just don't have much of them painted because their range is just rapidly vanishing. And a lot of the models are really old. And because they're so small and fiddly, when I was like early into getting back into the hobby, I was like, I'll leave them until I'm more experienced. And so I have just been kind of not really painting them enough, not keeping up with them, and regretting it because I do love how they play and I do love the miniatures. Yeah, there's loads of stuff in Legends now as well. Not finished the Space Marine 2 campaign. Ridrix, what are you talking about? Get it sorted out. Get it sorted out. It's such a good campaign. It's so good. I want to replay the campaign, but the problem is replaying the campaign won't actually add anything to my progress for the multiplayer modes, you know? That's my biggest gripe. I'm a busy boy. Fair enough. I suppose you are. I suppose you are. You boys got many plans over the weekend?
No.
No, probably just playing Warhammer on Tabletop Simulator. Nothing
Nice.
crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to beat my friend Tyrannid list. At least I lost every single time when I play with him.
You've been playing a
It's
while.
not even that. It's not even that he plays good. He just have a goddamn good list.
Yeah, some people are just like that, I guess.
Yeah, he plays Assimilator Swarm. And he has got 2 Norns, and 5 Tyrants, and something like that. And he just regenerating like crazy every single wound.
Sounds gross. Are you playing Sisters into that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing Sisters. for the time we
Yeah.
are playing models, yeah, but on the tabletop simulator, I'm trying different things just to know what could beat him. I played Death Guard, I played Death Watch, I played Dark Angels. Nothing. Maybe I'm just bad. I don't know.
It's all about trial and error. I think you'll hit something eventually that just like beats his lists. But
Yeah,
it's
maybe I just copy his list and
yeah.
we'll see.
Taste of his own
Yeah.
medicine. That would be funny.
But there's the thing. I don't like tyrannies as much as he
The
loves.
place that Bunky
And
keeps winning,
I don't
Mohammed
feel
Steph said.
them. I don't feel playing
Oh,
them.
really? I didn't think they did real events. That's weird. I'm playing my first GT. It's not till August. It's ages away. But YouTube is basically picking the army list a little bit at a time, and I think I'm gonna get
Yeah.
absolutely fucked.
Yes, I know. I'm also voting. I'm voting every worst option I could.
Really? What did you vote for?
Uh, I need to see. I definitely choose the Dreadnought in comparison to Ravenwing.
Mm.
Let me just see. Uh,
See, I'm kind of like I'm playing it in a way where I'm giving the people the
oh,
choice, but I really
Give
I, d-
people
I
oh
the choice
don't
about
God.
I don't
people.
yeah I'm limiting the choice so that it's not completely gonna screw me up.
I guess. Oh God. From I think I lost some of your questions. I didn't answer for them. Let's see.
It looks like I'm gonna need to buy a kill team of scouts so I can run some scouts in it now.
Oh God, scouts. I was looking for scouts once in my local shops, hobby shops. None, not even one.
Yeah, I think they're very popular.
Yeah,
Just
just like
just
the
because they're so
Nemesis Claw.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Getting a hold of that was a nightmare.
Nemesis store is still out of print.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think I was it the other day I was looking. It was still saying temporary out of stock, so I'm not sure if
That's
they've
mental.
got any at the minute.
I got mine from Element, to be fair. They had enough stock at the time, but they do keep going out.
It's funny that I was really tempted to order. So you know the two ratlings that are like offering each other sausages and things.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted to grab one. You can't get it from Games Workshop at the minute, but obviously like Element, and I think one Alchemist still have one.
Mm-hmm.
Super tempted.
What's stopping you?
Money that doesn't need to be spent.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I have this thing. I'll go into Element, right? For like hobby supplies or to go for a game or whatever. Whatever reason I'm there, I always like look around the store, and there's part of my
Nostalgia.
brain that well, it's weird. My brain is like, go and find something. Go and find something you can buy. Let's get that dopamine hit. Oh hell
I'm
yeah!
back.
And then I'll look through all of the models that they've got in stock for all of the armies I collect, and I'll kind of just look around for like 20 minutes and eventually just be like, there is actually nothing that I'm dying for right now or that makes sense for me to get, and I'll end up just leaving the store not actually getting anything.
The trick is buy a kill team. That's what I'd do. Keep leaving with more kill teams.
Yeah,
Well, Warhammer
Probably.
World is especially dangerous for that. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Well, it
yeah,
was good. I didn't really get anything in Warhammer World, but then we went over to Element afterwards.
you bought stuff there because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way.
Did you try Bugman's while you were there though?
Yes, yeah, we got some food in there. And it was really fucking nice.
Yeah, it's
Did you? Oh, I
decent
suppose
food.
you
Surprisingly
weren't
cheap,
driving
to
that
be honest.
It is surprisingly
Did you
good
get the
and
beer?
surprisingly cheap.
For what it was, like I've paid a lot more for a lot less food and a lot smaller burger than what I had in there.
Mm.
It was good. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, Bugman's is fun. Every time I visit Warden, we always end up in there.
The few times we've gone up for tournaments and things, we obviously have lunch in Bugman's. It's always been very nice.
It's just good that the option's there.
Yeah.
But I get at the same time, I guess they kind of have to provide that option because there's absolutely nothing directly around it.
It's in the middle of an industrial estate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like how you can kind of tell that you're about to arrive there, though, as you get there, and you just see the massive Imperial Eagle in the distance. Like, oh, that's got to be the place.
I think we're here.
There's always the fun queue forming in front of the Rhino out front as well.
It weren't that bad because we got there quite early, but we got our picture with the Rhino. You have to.
It's the law.
It's obligatory. It literally is obligatory.
And now the Space
Yeah.
Marine in the lobby as well has become the other one that you have to do.
It was quite busy in the lobby, so didn't get a picture with old Titus, but got a picture of him.
Next time. There's always next time.
Well, I need to go for my first time, so you know.
Yeah, true. Much
I was
bigger
literally
trip
about
for
to
you, isn't it?
complain at like a 2-hour drive, but I've realised it's in Poland. It's way worse.
Just a bit. Just a little bit.
Just a small 2-hour drive.
Yeah, maybe for the airport, and then go to England, and then the rest. Just for the photo of Titus and me. Yeah,
What's
it's worth it.
What's the closest airport to Nottingham?
I don't know.
Nottingham Airport at a wild
Oh,
guess.
they do
Oh.
have their own.
Do
They have
they?
their own one. I genuinely have no clue.
I thought they were too small. I just assumed that Nottingham was too
Oddly,
small to have
I
an
don't
airport.
think it's an international, to be fair.
Do I live in Manchester, so I'm a
At
northwest.
least they have the
I'm a
airport,
northwest
because
boy.
my closest airport is like 3 hours of riding. So,
Oh my god, it really is going to be a
Yeah.
trip for you.
I assume like
Yeah.
Birmingham would probably be the closest, then, wouldn't it?
Birmingham wouldn't be too
For
bad.
international.
I live in such a shithole. I need to go like 200 kilometers anywhere to get something. Like hobby stuff or anything.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I do not know that pain. Got way too many around here.
So I live in the south. I'm privileged as fuck. I'm an hour from London. I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm 10 minutes away from Wayland.
It's only a 17-hour drive from mid-Poland to Warhammer.
Well, the closest
East
country
Midlands
I
Airport
have
is near
is
Nottingham,
Germany.
Leicester, and
It's like
Derby. Okay.
10 minutes of walk. So
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
much of
kinda
a
not
airport, but I've
the
not
city that we are
I've not done much like
mm,
national flying, only
bothered
international
with.
flying.
It's a shithole
I only really
as
go
well.
flying for holidays and stuff.
Jesus fucking Christ. Don't get me wrong, it's a very beautiful city, but there's nothing there.
Ridrick says it's a
Most people say that.
17-hour drive from the middle of Poland to Warhammer World.
That's not too
Did you
bad.
seriously just look that up?
Ridrick's
Stop at the
did, yeah.
services on the way, you'll be alright.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely won't
fine.
get food poisoning on the drive over.
Oh no. I have Iron
Next to
Stomach
Donington. Gotcha. Okay.
skill from Fallout. So,
Do you know that because that's your kind of area, or are you just clued up on your airports?
As much as I would love to see Warhammer Load, I hate airplanes. I just hate traveling. The I I had my first airplane like experience like 2 weeks ago, and it was the shittiest thing I could ever imagine.
Really? I quite like
Yeah,
flying.
it was. It wasn't even that someone was acting like total psycho. So my head was just blowing itself up.
Uh,
I just couldn't
is
sit
that
in,
international?
couldn't sit properly in my seat because I
What?
had such a headache. I think I was thinking I'm going to pass out.
Just go watch lots of. Oh,
Yeah.
cool, nice, very
I
cool.
So
like
fuck
flying.
airplanes.
I never really got into
The
races,
first time I was on an aeroplane, I was off to see family on the Isles of Scilly,
but I can see
and it
the
was
appeal.
they're called island hopper planes. They're about the size of a washing machine. So you effectively hug the pilot in the front, and taking into account I'm 6'5", and basically the airport at Land's End is on a cliff. So what you do when you want to go towards the Scillies is you turn the engine all the way up, take the brake off, and fly off the end of the cliff, and hope you're going fast enough.
That sounds fucking great. That sounds
Yeah.
cool. Cool and scary.
But it's better than the time coming back, because landing at Land's End, you come over farmers' fields, and the very first time we came in, the cows are out, which is lovely. But I think the pilot, I'm not going to say wasn't paying attention, because that implies he's incompetent, but he was definitely lower than he intended to be, because I think I could have stroked the cow as we went past, and we were still short of the runway.
No, I genuinely enjoy flying.
Yeah, I like flying.
I just hate airports. The airports either side are the worst bit.
Definitely. And the waiting kills me when you get
Yeah.
on the plane and you're still sitting there for another half an hour before anything even happens.
Yeah, very true. I'll come over it.
Oh no, the best way to fly,
Richard, what the
if you ever
hell,
get the
bro?
chance, helicopter. It's glorious. Until it got prohibitively expensive. That used to be how we get to the Scillies. You deafen yourself getting on, because obviously the rotors are going.
Yeah.
But once you're on, it just sort of, you all of a sudden feel this sort of like grumble under your bum, and then you're over the sea. You're like, hang on a minute.
Sounds
I
alright.
don't understand how I got so much paint on my hands. I've only been dry brushing stuff. What have I done? What has gone wrong here?
You've been dry brushing yourself the whole time.
Apparently.
There was a dude posted he'd done a beautiful job of painting this salamander armor, but you know when people test the paint on your hand, so
Yeah.
you know you get the right. His entire, obviously he's holding the model between his finger and thumb, and no joke, from top section of index finger all the way round to the top section of his thumb was just paint lines where he'd been testing himself.
Yeah.
The dude was green.
Nice.
Maybe he wasn't green. Maybe he was an old boy showing their best enemy they have yet.
The paint was actually what you thought was skin, Bunky. He was just green all the way through.
He painted his thumbs pink.
No pink
He
on the
painted
armor,
so
but he
much
painted his.
He painted so much salamanders that he just became one.
I've never.
Oh, and about helicopters, thanks for advice. If I had a shitload of money, I'd definitely get a helicopter to UK.
Helicopters. I don't actually know the answer to this, so sorry if it's a dumb question. Do helicopters do like really long distance like that?
They can.
No,
They
Depends on the
can.
helicopter.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Maybe something like military stuff.
Well, the Sikorsky that used to fly Penzance to the
Assuming thinks
Suez
he's
and
an
back
orc.
did it on one tank.
Assuming thinks
She would,
he's an
you would
orc.
get off, next load would get on, and she'd go straight away.
Tell you what I
So,
miss.
yeah.
When I was little, we used to get the hovercraft over to France. And the
Oh,
hovercrafts,
for
the
Halloween.
hovercrafts were so cool and so fast.
That does sound really fun.
They were
don't know if they still run
absolutely
on the white route.
massive. I don't think they do anymore. We
That
stopped
sucks.
getting them
They are cool.
years ago. I think they all got decommissioned. The ones at the ones down south all got decommissioned, I think.
Yeah, the cross-channel ones, they got rid of them at the same time they got rid of the catamarans, which were also cool as hell.
Mm. Yeah, he can wait. Let's play Total War.
You're just procrastinating on those flagellants.
Yeah, and also I just like to play Total War when I'm painting, just for when I'm waiting for paint to dry. I'm committing war crimes with scavens.
As you do.
Actually committing war crimes.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
just
It's a
realized
Evil
how
video
it
game.
rats.
sounds.
It's okay.
Uh, like normal conversation. Yeah, in waiting when my paint dries, I'm casually committing war crimes. You know,
My
funny
rats
stuff.
are doing it for me.
Before Dom gets
Yeah.
banned off YouTube.
Nah.
wait, I'm sorry. YouTube, I didn't mean YouTube, wait. It wasn't real war crimes. It was,
Ah.
it
I've
was
heard
only
that
against.
excuse somewhere before.
The war crimes are only
I was
committed
fucking
against short people. Only against short. Wait, that sounds even worse. Jesus Christ. Oh.
It's just the Vulcan meme of him sweating as he wants to press the button on firing at Eldar.
Yeah.
Dom has left the Discord channel.
Not yet. Maybe soon.
It's only because he couldn't reach the mouse.
Yeah, I saw earlier like a meme about Vulcan killing a child, and it was uh, Conrad saying, you know, maybe I am terrible person, but I am not only one who killed child. And Emperor was like, don't even say this. Vulcan killed a child. Why did you have to say this? Because he did.
Conrad always got it rough.
Are you really trying to sympathise with Comrade Curse?
Yeah,
You,
No,
The guy was
no,
crazy. It's not his fault.
Typical
Yeah.
90s
I
enjoyer.
mean,
He was.
Hey,
read the
maybe
omnibus. You'll change.
maybe I am Nightlord enjoyer, but at least I'm honest about it.
You can't
And the best
read the Night
and the
Lord's
best
omnibus and
thing
not change as a person. Genuinely.
and the best thing about them is that they're getting their ass kicked every single time they're trying to fight someone really
Yeah.
stronger than them.
Yeah.
Just like me. So you know, I'm just one of them.
There's
Maybe
a.
I am not committing horrible war crimes against innocent people. But you know, dwarves are not people.
There's a great bit in the omnibus where there's a dreadnought called Malkarian, and
Oh yeah.
he gets into a fight with the Blood Angels dreadnought, and then they recognize each other because before they were dreadnoughts, Malkarian killed this Blood Angel to the point that they put him in a dreadnought sarcophagus, and they're both just like, "Oh shit, it's him!" And Malkarian
Oh.
absolutely beats the crap out of this guy a second time.
Wait, it's
Feels
you.
bad.
Oh shit.
I can't remember
This
the
is
line,
us.
but I'm sure he says something to the tune of basically like, "I'm
I'm sure
going
I'll
to
kill
kill
you
you
again,
again."
and I'll make sure it sticks.
Basically, yeah. Oh, it's great.
You know, it's casual night lord thing, being badass and then getting your ass kicked. Just for the sake of I don't even know for what sake for.
Pissing off every other chaos war master in town as well.
Yeah.
Teaming
I
up with
love how the
Abaddon
first one,
and then
the first one
backtracking.
makes him look so incompetent. It's great.
Who, Abaddon?
Yeah, it makes him look such an idiot.
And then they team up with Huron and they're like, "Hey, this guy seems okay." But then, and then they're just like, "Wait, he's got one of our ships. Screw this guy."
Oh well, anyway. Maybe today we will not play with Skaven. Maybe something else.
Your rats will be very sad that they can't commit atrocities in the virtual world.
You know, I have like I wait, let me see. Gold campaign. I have like 15 campaigns of Skaven committed horrible war crimes against any race they come upon. They could get a break for one.
I mean, they are the only race in that game with a nuclear bomb. It seems fitting.
Yeah. Funny thing, the clan I play most is Clan Morse. I just like stone vermins. Even if they shit, they are shit. So
I've never played Total War.
No, me neither.
don't
Um,
play it. It's even worse than tabletop. It's
if you
even
play,
worse.
if you play as Ikit Claw, he makes I forget what they're called, Doom something rockets, and they are just nukes, mushroom cloud and all.
That's
They
so
are actually
funny.
Yeah.
you can fire.
I think it's called Doom Spheres, something like that. Well, let me see. New campaign. I have Vortex. Ikit Claw. Doom Rocket. Warp Storm Doom Rocket. Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
Yeah. Imagine you being the most elite frontline of the Empire, and you're just standing there and hey, what's that thing in the sky?
It's getting closer.
It's getting
Guys,
closer
guys.
and louder.
Not gonna lie, the funniest one I ever did was firing one at the French, at the Bretonians, because it's just amusing.
Yes.
Pro.
This
Well,
is
that's not very sporting, is it?
I love that you just refer to them as the French.
They are fantasy
They
French.
are French.
Well, they are
Yeah,
fantasy
and that's why they deserve to be so horrible death because again.
Everyone's so mean to the French all the time. Oh my god. What did they do to you?
Everyone is so mean to the French.
What did they do to you?
Everyone.
phrase yesterday. I can't remember what stream I was watching, but the bloke was like, "Do you know what? England needs to be happy again. We don't need to fix our economy. We don't need to do any of this. England has always been happiest when we're at war with the French."
Yeah, I just,
It's like, oh no.
They're literally France. What's wrong with that? France is nice.
when you you reminded me of New King French. We are playing Ikit Club.
Hello,
I need to
George.
nuke some French.
Hey, buddy.
I'm sorry, Dom.
I do it because
It's alright.
they like their honor and one-on-one combat, and I find it very amusing to just ignore that and bomb them. Not because they're
Yeah.
French. Them being French has no relevance to why I did it.
Okay. Okay, Bunky.
Now, my war crime was okay because the reason was slightly justified.
Well,
Hey, bud.
maybe I am a chaotic warmonger with psychic problems, but at least I'm
Hey.
honest about it. I'm not trying to justify like someone. Lion. Yeah. Yeah, I sounded like Conrad. It doesn't sound good.
Conrad's a fucked up lad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Warhammer Book Club that Arbitorian does finally got to First Heretic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
That's regarded as a very good one, isn't it?
it is my favourite and is considered one of the top tier ones. But then again, I like Fulgrim as well, so maybe I'm just twisted.
I didn't. I've not got around to finishing Fulgrim because I just haven't really enjoyed it. I need to give it another chance because it's been months at this point, but I just got bored. I couldn't be bothered. And I know it all kicks off towards the end and gets absolutely crazy, but I just they're like, you're all boring. Stop
been-
it.
Listening to the audio book of the Votan one, and I want to finish it, but it's just so bad.
Is it really?
The story itself is good, like, but the audio book is just terrible.
Oh dear. Is it like is the narrator a bit shit?
A bit shit. That would be an understatement.
Oh.
We'll keep it nice and just go with a bit shit.
Did you guys vote on the Black Library thingy the other day that they had on Warhammer Community?
I did not. I
I
forgot.
did not.
I had a look at it.
I
I was
did not.
like,
I missed it, to be honest.
I was like, have I read any of these? I literally read one of the books that was out this year and nominated for something.
I can't think what came out this year that I read.
The only one for me was the Lilith Queen of Blades book, which was
About
fun.
Warhammer books.
Did enjoy that.
About Warhammer books. I bought my first on convention. It was Horus Uprising, and it's called Gotrek the Ghoul Slayer, something like that, from Age of Sigmar. You know, because maybe I'm not the biggest fan, but still it's Warhammer, so I like Age of Sigmar. And I read Horus Uprising. I really enjoyed it. And then Gotrek is something in my closet. I don't know where. He just lives there, and I just read the prologue, and I said, "Yeah, that's fine." I'd never gone back to it.
Never took it out. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe one time I tried again, and there was a scene that Gotrek was sleeping in pile of corpses, drunk, and I waited and I funny and never come back to it again. I don't know. It just
I don't know about the later ones, but the William King Gotrek and Felix books are great. Yeah, the original ones set in fantasy.
There's quite a few Gotrek books, isn't there?
Something like 20 of them, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
probably.
I've just
And
never
there's like
been that
Gotrek
into.
with different people books.
Just never really
Yeah,
got
he's not
into
with
the
Felix
fantasy
anymore, I don't
stuff. Don't know. Maybe I'm missing out.
Well,
I
he's
really-
dead now anyway. So.
I've not
About
done
books
all
living
that
in
many
my closet.
books.
About
done all
books
the
living in my
Eisenhorn.
closet. I think. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I forgot about Paul's gods living in my closet, rent free. Here they are. It's not even my book. It's from library in my town.
Oh my god.
To be specific, my school's library.
Oh,
You have a library in your town.
the charges are
Nice for
mounting up
some.
on that.
Well, I have 3 different libraries in my town. So
Mad lad, that's crazy.
yeah.
I've got a library
No
around the
one
corner
uses
from
them,
me.
but
It's
they are.
it is empty. It is decrepit and decaying away.
Yeah, the
No
one
good
in Reading is
investigation in your
falling apart.
library. That's fuck.
Yeah, we don't do investing in infrastructure over here.
No. Certainly not outside of London, anyway.
What's that? You live up north? Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you.
That is basically the attitude that.
As soon as you drop off the London postcode, that's it. I'm next to London. They still don't care here.
See, we got a fancy new travel line to London.
Cool.
Yeah.
Get you.
Yeah, when it works.
I mean, we got lots of trains to London. You just can't afford to catch them.
Are you saying £400 one way is unreasonable? Because that sounds very communist of you.
But my capitalism. How will the owner afford his third yacht if I do not pay?
Oh, dude. No joke. Down on the Scillies, there's a weird economy that happens. Is because they're like out in the middle of the ocean, effectively. When these really, really rich people get a new yacht, if they're taking like hold of it in the UK, they'll sail it to the Scillies first, park it in the middle of the islands because it's the only bit deep enough for them, and the local captains will do the last checks.
Right.
So you get these like maybe 20 years ago, Roman Abramovich bought himself a new yacht, and he bought one of his friends a new yacht, and they were just parked in the middle of the bay.
Wow.
These things are massive. It's ridiculous. I don't think there was a point to that
Oh,
story
well.
other than fuck yachts, but
Isn't it wild when
Oh,
people
yeah.
have enough money to buy boats that are bigger and more expensive than like 3 houses put together?
Imagine people so rich they can buy Warhammer and don't care about the price. Didn't meet anyone in my life like that.
It always comes back to the price of little plastic men.
Yeah. Imagine people who can buy entire armies at once and don't care about the price.
Pro painted as well. Crazy.
Yeah. I don't think even Elon have money for that.
I don't know about that.
Elon would only play Black Templars and Deathcore of Krieg, though.
Yeah, probably. Well, it was an insult for my Black
Not
Templar
specifically
half of
picking on my
gold,
teams,
so...
but okay.
Listen, I like them. I've got a Black Templars army, but you can't deny that Black Templars and Deathcore of Krieg attract a specific kind of person more than a lot of the other armies in the game.
I'm just throwing
What
shade on
kind
literally everyone in
you
this call.
mean?
I'm just saying.
They do!
I think I'm going to go back to picking on Dom. I don't like him picking on me.
I'm including myself in this. I literally have a Templars army.
Mofo
Bruh.
sat here painting torture elves and is sat on his high horse.
Yeah, but you know, torture elves, torture everybody without discriminating. That's the beauty of it.
Is
Yeah.
that the line we're going with?
Yeah, you can't be a
It's not
Nazi if you
discrimination,
torture everything.
I torture everyone equally.
Yeah, literally. I need to
Including themselves.
exactly. Right, I need to find a paint, so I'm taking my headset off for a second. Be good.
Conveniently chooses now to take the headset off.
Oh yeah. Black Templars fun. I love being one. You can just say the most heinous things in fandom and just say, you know, I just like Black Templars, and everyone's is like, yeah, okay.
They did have some really nice painted Black Templar stuff in Warhammer World, but on a semi-related note.
But to be honest, like looking on the Black Templars minis and the new Emperor's Children that are coming out, I think my heart is going to change.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
I love the new Lucius model.
yeah, Lucius is
Apart from
really...
his derpy face.
No,
His
I think
new
it's
face is not. I don't know.
I think it's great.
Everyone in this army has fucked up face. Being a crackhead isn't being pretty.
I think his face looks great. It looks as
Yeah, I
fucked
really
up
like
as
that model.
it looks as fucked up as
Yeah.
as it should.
Yeah,
I like the
he
model.
looks like a
I think I would
crackhead.
change the face if I could.
New Fulgrim model. That's the one with the face that needs sorting.
We've got Fulgrim at home.
Fulgrim at home.
The rest of the model's fantastic. It's just that face is a little bit of
Yeah.
a miss.
Well, it's
But
lucky
the
he
model
comes with
itself
head
is
options.
amazing.
He looks like a
Yeah,
Starian.
the helmet one looked really good.
Yeah.
Just hide the face. Let's not run the risk.
It's the meme of like lifting up the paper bag, isn't it? Go, no, we'll leave that there.
Yeah, we'll leave this on. I don't know. The new Emperor's Children range, like all of it looks good, but none of it excites me.
Well, then that's not working as intended, is it? 'Cause that's the whole idea there. You should be getting excited.
Yeah, clearly not. And obviously that's okay.
Clamps.
Like if people like it, then good. But I think I don't know, it's not quite for me.
Fair enough.
I think World Eaters and Death Guard still have nicer models.
Fine. World Eaters have amazing models, and I love Death Guard, but you know, Emperor's Children are just like these crackheads I like more just because they are crackheads.
Yeah, I like the lore a lot. And to be fair, I've seen people mock the new models up in like the old Heresy scheme, like with the royal purple armor with like gold trim, and I think that they look a lot cooler.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this neon pink that they do. It's just not for me.
It doesn't quite look right on a Space Marine, does it?
No, I like that they seem to have put more black armor onto these new ones than there was. I feel like there is less pink than before, but
See, I think black is a terrible choice for an Emperor's Child, though. When you're all about loud and like extreme,
true.
black is not the colour you think of.
True, very true.
Fair enough. That's why I created my own color scheme that is going to cost even more than this shit box of Emperor's Children.
Every
I
single
love
paint. Every single paint.
Twice.
No, not every single. I just created a law in my head because I love creating law for my miniatures and warbands and something like that. And if I'm trying to get Emperor's Children, I needed to get a warband. And the law of this warband is just like 5 powerful chaos champions got together and say, "Fuck it, let's do trolling together." And the color scheme is just like one of every color of traitor legions: Alpha Legion, Black Legion,
Oh shit.
Night Lords, Iron Warriors, and Emperor's Children.
That would be cool.
Yeah. That would be cool.
That would be good and excessive as well.
Yeah. Excessive in money, especially.
In the number of paints is what I was thinking, but yeah. All of it.
Yeah.
What colour should I paint this door?
What
Red.
colour is okay, he's spoken.
Or Shaking Stevens. One of the two.
I was gonna say what colour's the wall that the door is sticking out from.
It's just many dry brushes of grey. It's a pretty
Cool.
plain wall.
So free
Punch
canvas.
pink on the door. Just get the spudgeon. I don't know why just. it would just work.
Is it a metal door or a wood door?
I believe it would be a metal door.
Do it like I'm not. Yeah, do it red, but do it like it's been badly burnt, like heavy, like ash and burn effects over the top. Maybe that's too much effort for a door.
That
I
says a
don't know.
whole lot of effort for terrain.
Just what you can do is if you paint the door quote unquote badly, just sort of stipple on the red so that it doesn't cover the whole door. If you then wash just the door brown,
Yeah.
go back over the bits that you've stippled with your original red, but don't cover all of it. Like leave some of the brown washed red. It looks like sort of someone's come along, painted it. It's got broken at some point. Someone's just painted over it. It's got broken. Like, you know how lazy people can be with these things.
Yeah.
So you've got layers of like paint that no one's given a shit about. Like they've not stripped the door. They've just done it. That's how I did my orcs anyway.
Okay.
It's a cool idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
This paint, ugh, it's so annoying. You know those the consistency that just kind of like it gathers on your brush, but then you need to pick up more, and it just kind of, I don't know, just kind of is a pain in the ass. It's one of those. I'm just doing dot highlights, but I have to keep going back for it, and it's just like gumming up the brush a bit. The sound of intense focus.
Thinking about future projects
Oh yeah, which ones?
and highlighting. Well, I'm working through the Caskins, who are a very mixed unit, but there's some Cadian shock troopers coming in. Tempted to make them the Harlem Hellfighter style thing that I talked about in the group.
Oh, sounds really nice.
There's a Lehman Russ at some point I've got to get, but I want one of the old ones. I say old ones, the Solar Auxilia ones that are like got all the extra fancy things on them.
Yeah.
Need to paint that to blend in with my French Krieg. And just Googling French tank markings, and they're all terrible.
Excuse me, can you repeat? What did you say about your creek?
My Krieg are all painted up in the, is it Pantalon Rouge? The early World War One French uniform. So they're pastel
French.
blue. French, yes.
Right. I see. Okay.
They're pastel blue.
He's
bright red
making a
pants.
note so he can nuke you later on.
That's fine. The Krieg are a blending of French, Germans, and a bit of British anyway. So painting them as that uniform makes sense in my brain.
You know, maybe they are part French. That's why they want to die as fast as possible. This is the true motives of Greek. They just French. They don't like to be French.
You don't have to do exactly French tank markings if you don't like them. Just take inspiration, make
Oh, it's
something
not that I
new.
don't like them. It's more that hand painting them is going to be hilarious.
Oh, I see.
So, French World War II tank markings are donated by. So they've all got a little badge for their regiment, but they've also got squadron marking donating like first, second, third squadron, all that sort of thing.
Mhm.
So you would have, say,
Oh my god.
the spade symbol from cards, or the clubs, or something like that, and the color of the club or spade or whatever donates squadrons and things. So I have to hand paint card markings on the side of the French tanks.
Aussie Creek would be hard. I've seen someone do their
British ones are
Cadians
easy.
as Aussies.
Ours are squares of colour, which on the Dawn you saw as a red square on the side of the turret. On the Scouts is a green and blue square with regiment number on the side. So those are easy.
Nice.
French, awkward.
Get back in time just hearing people moaning about the French again.
It's been an ongoing theme today.
It seems to be.
What can I say? They are just French.
What does that mean?
They
Doesn't
that
it
mean they are that mean they are French. There's nothing to it. See, being French is like being a fan of Erebus in Warhammer community. You know, you're accepted, but they don't like you very much. Oh, right.
Oh
There is
dear.
a fan of Erebus here.
Say what
No
you
one
want
is a
about.
fan of it.
No,
one
no
is a
one
fan of
likes
Erebus.
Erebus, but like he is. He's very well written. He's a good
Yeah.
annoying villain in that everyone universally hates him, even his own.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy that about him. Like I enjoy his character, but I obviously don't like him.
But I feel like there are people in Berserk saying things about Griffin I will not say. Griffith, sorry, it's called Griffith. I will not repeat them. There are people in Warhammer community saying like Erebus did everything right. Erebus was right. I would love to meet these people and tell them how wrong they are.
I don't think he'd change their minds.
Highlighting armor panel sucks. I'm done.
Nice. I've done highlighting one incubi, and I'm now putting on the miracle wash that makes the colors all just look nice. And then I have to do it 3 more times. But I don't think I can do it again today because I just don't have the time.
I'm painting a door frame.
Glamorous. A glamorous project.
You all sound like you're doing exciting things, and I'm painting a door frame. Don't quite sound the same.
Sounds like we're painting Warhammer and you're doing home renovation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't specify what hobby when you said hobby hangout.
Very true. Very true.
So if it's not specified, let's talk about fishing.
Welcome to Dom's fishing hour.
I've never been fishing.
What?
I feel I don't know. I
What?
don't think I would enjoy it. I don't know. I can't sit still.
I mean, it's a hobby that you're not supposed to enjoy.
I think you're doing fishing wrong. What you do is you put your rod over the side of the boat,
And
and
then
then
you crack way too
ignore it.
many beers. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Nothing to do with the fishing itself. If you
Oh,
get
well.
fish at the end of it, that's a bonus.
Oh, sorry, I just don't drink alcohol, so I'm just focusing on fishing itself. But yeah,
Sounds boring.
maybe I'm doing.
They say there's not a lot of things you can do the wrong way, but you might be doing that the wrong way.
Okay. Right. I've finished the boy for today. I'm just going to spend some time trying to make my camera not look like shit for next time. I need to figure out what is going wrong.
Professional streamer, rather.
And that's half the job. Getting your equipment to actually do anything that you want it to do.
That's the joy of
hard.
streaming, right? You get everything working by the end of the stream, and then when you come back to it the next time, none of it
Everything
works
just
again.
reset itself.
Uh-huh. That's usually the way.
Slightly knock the arm of your camera, and that's it. Now, never gonna get it back in the right position
I
again.
knock mine constantly. It's not even funny. Maybe I need to just swap the cameras around. Maybe.
Which one's the problem? Your face cam or?
No, that I feel like I'm holding a model in my
just heard.
hand and looking at the model in my hand, right? There is a
Yeah.
lot of detail that I can see with my eyes, and it's just not being picked up on this camera because it just looks like dark. It's too dark.
To be fair,
But
I had that
I
with
just-
when I
but-
took the pictures of Angron. None of the highlights come across in pictures.
Yeah, but if I
Because I
crank
don't- I
like the
don't think the reds
exposure
do
and
it.
stuff, it just doesn't look right. So I'm wondering if maybe, because the two webcams I'm using are both different, so maybe if I swap them, the one that's bad will still be okay for my face, but the one that's good might be better for the models. I don't know. I'm gonna swap them.
It can't hurt to try it.
I'm gonna swap them whilst we're still live, and we'll come to a decision and end the stream. I think.
I just
This
wanted
is
to
where
say
there's
that
ridges
hurt.
and
Maybe
shit.
the problem is your face and not face cover, and I was just like, Jesus.
No,
He said-
Pamela.
he
There's
said face,
nothing.
and
Nothing
I
wrong
thought
with
was
my
coming.
face. My face is perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, we know. You're very beautiful. and all of that.
Right.
Need to do
let's
another
try
charity
this.
stream, Dom, where we make you shave yourself again,
Oh my god.
and you look like a 5-year-old child for the next 2
True.
months.
That was funny. That was a funny time. A funny, god awful time.
I'm quite cold.
Mate,
Yeah,
talk
pick-
about cold.
pick
The
summer
ice
to do
bath.
it.
The ice bath.
I would like to remind you all, I live in equivalent of penguins right now, so don't talk to me about cold.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's all relative, though.
You know what? I've swapped them over. Well, I've moved one of them, and I can already tell that this camera is just garbage, and that's probably why it's looked like this the whole time. I've just used the wrong one. Yo, that's not even fun. That is ridiculous. That's not even funny.
Is it a lot better?
Like, my face cam now looks like absolute shit. But the camera for the actual model, I need to make some adjustments to it, but you can see the color in it. It's not just dark.
Are you telling me on a model painting stream, you've got a camera that means you can see the model?
Somehow.
This is a revolution.
Somehow,
Sorry, that is really unhelpful.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, hang the fuck on. Let's get that in focus. Oh my god! There's visible color. This is crazy. And then if I actually whack my light up on it.
What a discovery. Oh no.
Dumb stream now with painted models.
Visible models. What I really need is to find an angle where the webcam doesn't also block the actual light. So maybe if I do this.
Going to paint for you the viewfinder, you say?
No, I refuse. I refuse. I won't.
Whoever does that is a psychopath. I'm sorry.
Those people are insane. I could never. Why would you do
Sounds
that to
like a
yourself?
whole level of skill on its own, though.
It definitely is a skill that is so unnecessary. Yeah, that's better. By a good chunk. It's still not like perfect, but you know.
Have you already had the talk when you move places that this room here, this is my office? Have you had that talk?
Well, the sad thing is that we can only afford a 2-bed, so we're either going to have to share an office or basically split our offices and bedroom over the 2 rooms in a way where I get to have my desk in a separate room to Erin's. We'll have to. We'll figure it all out at some point.
Fight for it. Knife goes in the middle of the table. What happens?
No, shut up. You are so full of bad ideas.
3,000 point Warhammer match.
And if anyone took me seriously, it'd be very dangerous.
We're very
So what
lucky.
type of knife are we talking?
We're very lucky that no one does. That no one
Making
does
notes
and
here.
no one will.
YouTube, just listen. That's all jokes. No one ever going to get hurt on this stream. Please don't ban.
That's what you think.
As he's sitting there on Amazon looking for a new knife.
If I didn't communicate in sarcasm, I wouldn't know how to talk to people. And the unnerving silence after that does not help with paranoia either, just saying.
Focusing on not trying to hit random parts of the
And
terrain.
curtain down the middle.
Right.
Yeah, I can.
An especially difficult door, I understand.
And we might, to be fair.
I've done the door. Well, I've done the door frame. I'm not actually painting.
It's mostly
the door
just
yet.
like when I stream,
Doing the
especially if
window
I'm doing
frames
gaming
now.
streams,
Even the hard
I am
bits.
loud. I don't want to, I don't want to. That a curtain won't stop me being noisy,
See, when we used to do the boards for GW, like the paintbrush you would use for like your wall if you're doing it wrong.
Mm.
Yeah, that was what we were handed. You were like,
Wow.
here's a very large palette,
Right.
pour some paint in
This is
there,
the one I tried
dry brush the
yesterday.
whole lot. We don't care.
He's had a bit of an
It's all
accident,
primed.
unfortunately.
Dry brush the crap out of it.
Well, yeah, I dry brushed all the walls.
The
I'm
difference
just
that
kind
the
of
dot
picking out
highlights
details
makes
now,
is
basically.
actually
Just kind of
bonkers,
makes
to be
some
fair.
bits a
So
little
I'm gonna
more
have to do them.
interesting than black and free shades
Oh.
of grey.
So what you're saying is you need to get an
Right.
airbrush and start doing
Chat.
OSL on all of the lights.
Chat, it's been an
I do need
absolute
an airbrush and that would.
pleasure. I'm gonna have to go because I've got a bunch of work to do this afternoon with the cats because they're going on a road trip tomorrow and they need to remember how to go in the car. So got a chunk to do. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and thank you for hanging